Hello everyone. Today we start examples on a building estimate. So up to example number 1, 2, 3 we discuss about the basic examples. Now we start another step example like shown example number 4. See this figure. So in this figure we take two rooms. One room size is 3 meter by 3 meter and another room size is 2 meter by 3 meter. And here plan is given, and in a second figure, here see this figure, cross section or a sectional dimension is given for a step footing of a wall. Now in this example, so the figure show the plan and section of the building and calculate the quantity of the following item. So we find out the three things in this example. First is the excavation for a foundation in an ordinary soil. Second, we find out the PCC work in a foundation. So here see this cursor point is a PCC work in a foundation. Width is 0.9 meter and thickness is a 0.3 meter. And a brick masonry in a foundation and a plinth level in a cement mortar 1:6. So here brick masonry start from the step footing to the plinth level, up to plinth level. Now we start a excavation for a foundation. So excavation for a foundation, we calculate this example by the long wall short wall method. So here first we find out the total length of the long wall. So capital L is equal to, here see this figure, in a plan we get the exact length, and also in a we include the thickness of the wall. Here 3 wall is included, 0.3 thickness, 0.3 thickness and 0.3 thickness of the wall is included. So first we take a dimension like a 3 meter is the length of the room and another room length is a 2 meter. So we write here 3 plus 2, clear, plus here 3 wall is given and thickness is a 0.3. See this cursor, 1, 2 and 3. 3 wall thickness is a given. So we write 3 multiplied by 0.3, okay, plus we included here, we excavate the excavation is done for a foundation. So here only simple 0.3 thickness wall is given, but in a step footing compulsory we excavate below the wall 0.9 meter width, we excavate the wall, clear. So from the corner, external corner or external wall to external wall, we find out the total length is a 3 plus 2 plus 3 times 0.3, clear. So we also include the external wall to the external corner of PCC work. So we include here 0.9 meter is a width and here wall thickness is a 0.3 meter. So difference between the 0.9 minus 0.3 is a 0.6, clear. So 0.6 is a difference between the wall and PCC work. So here this part from this point to this point part is a 0.3 as a right side and 0.3 as a left side, clear. So we include 0.3 plus 0.3 2 times for this side step footing and for this side step footing, right and left side both this side for a step footing 0.3 extra we excavate on a periphery side of the wall. So in all the side of the wall we excavate 0.3 meter extra, and same in a inner side we excavate 0.3 meter in a inner side extra. So total width of the excavation is a 0.9 meter. So 0.9 meter in a 0.9 meter, 0.3 already included in a wall and 0.3 both the side of the wall. So total excavation is a 0.9 meter, clear. So now summation of the long wall is a 3 plus 2 plus 0.9 plus 0.3 plus 0.3. So here total value we got a 6.5 meter. So 6.5 meter is the total length of the long wall. So here number, what we write in a number? So number is a total same length wall is a 1 and 2 wall is given. So here write is a number is a 2 and the length we calculate 6.5 meter. So write here 6.5 meter and width of the excavation is a width of footing, means PCC bottom part excavation width is a 0.9 meter. So here width is a 0.9 and height is given from the bottom of the PCC work to the ground level is already given in a section part. So height or depth of the excavation given is a 1.2 meter. So now multiplication of the 2 multiplied by 6.5 multiplied by 0.9 multiplied by 1.2, we got the answer is a 14.04 cubic meter. So it's a long wall excavation. Clear? Now we start a short wall excavation. So in a short wall excavation we find out the total length L is equal to, here inner wall to inner wall distance is given 3 meter. Clear? So write here 3 minus, why minus? Because already we excavate the sum of the part at in a long wall. So here part is excavated part is a for first to long wall excavated part is a 0.3 and for this side 0.3 meter at the second wall. So here we 3 minus 0.3 minus 0.3. So is equal to total 3 minus 0.6 is a 2.4 meter. So 2.4 meter is a length we calculate for the short wall. So here short wall is given 1, 2 and 3. 3 short wall is given. So we write a number is a 3 number. Length is already calculated. So its length is a 2.4 and width is given. Width, excavation width is a 0.9. It's the bottom of the PCC work. So we write here 0.9 meter and depth of the excavation from the ground level to bottom of the plinth, bottom of the excavation or a PCC work is a 1.2 meter. So write here 1.2 meter. So here total excavation for the foundation, it's a summation of the long wall and short wall value is a 21.816 meter cube. Clear? So it's the excavation for the foundation work. Now we start a second part is a PCC for a foundation. So PCC for a foundation. So for finding out the PCC work for a foundation, already we find out the total length of the excavation. So at the excavation part, we prepare a PCC work or done a PCC work. So total long wall length is a 6.5 already calculated. So same length we put here. So L is equal to 6.5. Clear? And for a short wall length we calculated L is equal to 2.4. So all the dimensions are in meter. So we put here meter. Clear? Now in a PCC work for foundation, so long wall there are two long wall 1 and 2. So two long wall. So here we write a number is a 2. Total length we already calculated is a 6.5 put here and width of the PCC work is already given in a figure. So in a figure width is given 0.9 meter. So write here 0.9 meter and the thickness of the PCC work. So see this figure. I show you by the cursor. So here 0.3 meter thickness is given. So write here 0.3. Now next is a short wall. So here total 1, 2 and 3. 3 short wall is given. So write here 3. Then after total length now short wall. So total number of the wall is 1, 2 and 3. So write here 3. So length is already we calculated is a 2.4 meter, and width we calculate we exactly found from the sectional part. So here width is given 0.9 meter and thickness of the PCC work is given 0.3. Now we calculate the total quantity is a multiplication of the 3 multiplied by 2.4 multiplied by 0.9 multiplied by 0.3. It's a 1.944 cubic meter. So PCC work is always count in a cubic meter. Now the total PCC work is a summation of the long wall and short wall. We got the total answer is a 5.454 cubic meter. So it's a total quantity of the PCC work for the foundation. Now we start a brick masonry up to plinth level. Here in a foundation step footing is provided. So here step 1, step 2, step 3 and step 4. 4 step is given. So I will show you. So here first step is 0.6 meter width and thickness is 0.2. Second step is a 0.5 meter width, thickness is a 0.2. Third step is a 0.4 meter width, thickness is a 0.2, and fourth step up to the plinth level same thickness is a 0.3 and total height is a 0.6 plus 1.2 minus 0.3 minus 0.2 minus 0.2 minus 0.2. So we got a value here is a 0.3. So total 0.3 wall thickness, height is a 0.6 plus 0.3. So this part we calculated as a 0.3 value. So total is a 0.9. So let's we start a brick masonry for a foundation. Step 1, length is equal to for a long wall so we start a first step number 1. So here total length for a 0.9 meter width, total length is we calculated is a 6.5 meter. So first we write here 6.5 meter minus here difference for the 0.9 and 0.6 is a difference is a 0.3. Clear? So we directly write point for this part difference is a 0.3. So for a left side part 0.15 and for right side part 0.15. So we minus the 0.15 for both the side, or we directly minus the difference of the 0.9 and 0.6 from the 6.5 meter length. So we got the value is a 6.5 minus 0.15 minus 0.15 is a 6.2. Now for the long wall there are two walls 1 and 2. So right here 2 total length we calculated is a 6.2 meter. So right here 6.2. Then after width is already given in a section part is a 0.6 meter, and thickness here thickness is given 0.2 meter. So see cursor point. So here 0.2 meter thickness is given. Now total quantity for the first step for a long wall is a 1.488. Now for the step 2 total length is equal to first step wall length is a 6.2. So right here 6.2 minus here difference between the 0.6 meter and 0.5 meter is a 0.1 meter. So for the left side this offset and for the right side this offset. So here 0.05 and 0.05 both the side. So for this part 0.05 and for this part 0.05. So 6.2 minus 0.05 minus 0.05, so it's a total value we got a 6.1 meter. Clear? So here for a step 2, same number of the wall is a 2 wall, 1 and 2, so write here 2. Then after total length we calculated is a 6.1. Then after width of the wall is a, for a step 2 is a 0.5 meter, so write here 0.5, and thickness of the this wall is a 0.2, so write here 0.2. Now total quantity is a 1.22 cubic meter. Clear? Now for the step 3, so see this cursor point, 0.4 meter width is a step 3, so total length is equal to 6.1, so which is already calculated, this step 2 6.1 minus difference of the this 0.5 minus 0.4, difference is a 0.1, so for a left side offset is a 0.05, means this side left side 0.05 and right side 0.05. Clear? So minus 0.05 minus 0.05, so we got a value is a 6.0. It's a total length in the form of the meter. So here there are two long wall for a step 3, so first and second wall, so here right is a 2 meter. Then after length we calculated 6.0. Then after width we calculated is a sorry, not a calculated but already given in a figure is a 0.4, and height or thickness is given 0.2. Now total quantity is a multiplication of the number, length, width and thickness, it's a 0.96. Now step 4, length is exact length of the wall, so see this wall length, outer to outer wall length is a 3 plus 2 plus 0.3, 0.3 and 0.3, so 0.3 is a wall thickness, so here length is equal to 3 plus 0.3 plus 0.3 plus 0.3 plus second room wall length is a 2, so total is a 5.9 meter, 5.9 meter length. And also we calculated as a simple we already calculated step 1 2 3, so for a step 3 it's a basic, for a step 3 another method, exactly here write here 6.0 minus difference between the 0.4 and 0.3 is a 0.1. Clear? So here see this cursor point, 0.3 and 0.4, difference is a 0.1. So for the left and right side, this side and this side, both the side we minus the 0.05 and minus the 0.05. So also we find out the length is a 5.9 meter. So 5.9 meter is a total length of the fourth step. So here total number of the wall, long wall is a 2, length we calculated is a 5.9, width is given in a figure, so it's a 0.3, so write here 0.3, and height is given, so here we calculated height h is equal to 1.2 minus 1.2 minus 0.3 minus 0.2 minus 0.2 minus 0.2. So we got the value from the ground level to second step. So we got this value. Clear? So 1.2 minus 0.3 minus 0.2 minus 0.2 minus 0.2. So this value we got is a 0.3. Now from we got the value 0.3 from ground level to second step. So from the plinth level to ground level value is a 0.6. So here wall thickness is same for plinth level to ground level and ground level to second step. So summation of the 0.6 plus 0.3 plus 0.6, So its value is a point. Now we find out the total height is a 0.9. So write here 0.9 meter. So total quantity for the brickwork for a long wall is a summation of the all the 4 steps. Now we start a short wall. So first start of the short wall, we already find the length for the excavation. See this point. So for the short wall we find out the total length is a 2.4 meter. Clear? So we already find out. So here 2.4 meter. So in a short wall calculation, first we find out 2.4 meter length plus. So 2.4 we find out for the 0.9 meter width PCC work, and for a step first brickwork. So here 0.6 meter width, we find out the length is a summation of the 2.4 meter plus difference of the 0.9 and 0.6. So 0.9 and 0.6 difference is a 0.3. So plus 2.4 plus 0.3 is equal to 2.7 meter length. Clear? So 2.7 meter length we calculated. Now here in a numbers we write a total number of the short wall 1, 2 and 3. So here number we put as a 3 number. Total length we calculated is a 2.7 meter. So write here 2.7, and width is already given in a figure. So width is already given in a figure is a first wall width is a 0.6 meter. So write here 0.6. Then after thickness is given 0.2. So calculation in a cubic meter we find out from the numbers multiplication, length multiplied by width multiplied by thickness. Now we calculate the step number 2. So first step plus difference between the first step and second step. So difference is a 0.6 and 0.5 is a 0.1. So write here 0.1 is equal to 2.8 meter. So here number we total number of the short wall is a 3. Then after 2.8, then after 0.5 we put from the figure, and then after thickness put from the figure is a 0.2. So here we put a 0.2. So total quantity is a 0.84 cubic meter. Now for the step 3, length is equal to 2.8 plus difference between the second step and third step is a 0.1 difference. So directly we put 0.1, or we put a left side or right side 0.05 and 0.05 is equal to 2.9 meter. Clear? So 2.9 meter. Now we put a number is a 3 because 3 short wall. Then after length is already calculated 2.9 meter. Width is calculated is a 0.4. It's a third step. So write here 0.4, and then after thickness is we calculated is a 0.2. So see this 0.2. Clear? So total quantity is a multiplication of the all the step. Now step 4, total length is equal to 2.9 plus difference between the third step and fourth step is a difference is a 0.1. So write here 0.1 is equal to 3 meter. Clear? So 3 meter here total length. So see this figure. So first step fourth step is a total inner to inner wall length 3 meter, and here 3 meter. When we see step number 4 for the long wall, saying 5.9. So 5.9 is the total length from the outer to outer. So here total length is a 3 plus 2. It's a 5. But why here we got a 5.9? Because 3 wall thickness is add. Clear? So total length is a 5.9. Clear? And here total length we find out the 3 meter. So right here number is a 3, then after total length is a 3 meter, thickness is a 0.3, width is a 0.3 and thickness is a 0.9 meter. So how to calculate the 0.9? So we are already discussed in this long wall. So 1.2 minus, see this 1.2 minus 0.3 minus 0.2 minus 0.2 minus 0.2. So we got this value, and then after this value plus ground level to plinth level already given is a 0.6. Clear? So we got the value is a 0.9. Now summation of the long wall and short wall. So all the values like 1.488, 1.2, 2.96, 3.186, 0.972, 0.84, 2.696 and 2.43. So summation of the all the values, we got the total brickwork as a 11.792 cubic meter. So 11.792 is a total brickwork for a foundation up to plinth level. We calculate in a cubic meter. So we easily calculate the number of the brick is required in the form the number. So how to calculate? So in a 1 cubic meter, so there are required 500 numbers of the brick. So for the 11.792 cubic meter, how many bricks is required? So we easily calculated.